Hello, welcome to Should I Buy This Game? Featuring Arch Ravels. My name is Christine, and in this video I'll give you an overview of how the game is played, and then share a few things we may like or dislike about the game to help you decide if you want to add Arch Ravels to your collection. This is the game Arch Ravels, and this is a really cozy little game all about knitting. So first off, I'm going to talk about our player boards. There are 8 different player boards because they are double-sided. And on it, you are using a symbol, your little image here of the yarn, to choose on your turn what you want to do. So on this one, you have the option of shopping at 3 spots, creating 4 completed projects. Here you can shop twice and create once. And this one here lets you exchange a color of yarn for another color, like one you have for a different color of yarn. Now the thing with the different boards is all of them will have different combinations. So this one here allows you to take 3 of one color and then create a project. That one is similar. Let's see. This one here lets you shop 4 times and create 2 projects. So they all have slightly different benefits to them. Now also down here on your player board, it shows you some things you can make. So for 2 different colors, you can make a hat. 3 of one color, you can make the bear. 3 of 2 colors, you can make mitts. And 4 different colors gets you a scarf. And 5 of one color gets you a blanket. Now the first time you make one of these 3, you have the option of you can make it and then just collect it so you could get a scarf token. Or you can make it and then you can upgrade it. Turn it over and return the scarf token, but this will give you 4 points, and then going forward to make a scarf, you just need 4 different colors and not the specific colors pictured on your image here. And again, these have different colors depending which tile you get. So to shop, all you're doing is coming up here and you are picking 3 things, 3 sets you want. So usually especially when you're starting, you want to go for some that might give you more. So this says red, orange, yellow. I'd come over here, I'd get a red, orange, and yellow yarn. And I'd put them in my case, so that's 1. Then maybe I want the orange, purple, and green. Orange, purple, green. I drop them in, and that's 2. And then maybe 2 blue. And that is what we would do for the shopping portion. So then we restock. So when you restock and you get one of these event cards, you read it, and this one says all players take 1 yarn from the supply. So you can come and choose any color you want. So just because I will choose a yellow. This will get put just on the discard and we continue to restock. Oh, we have another one, same card. We can take another yarn. Maybe I'll take a green. When you restock and you get these events, actually, you're supposed to put them out, do it, and then now it is, for the next person, there is no yarn here. So if you have an event card, you leave an empty space here. So the next person, they can choose 1 of any color if they choose to do one of these 2 spots when they are shopping. And then the final stage is to take restock actions. And for this, you can either finish a project, learn a pattern, or frog it. Finish a project, which we probably can do at this point. We have 4 different colors of yarn. I'm pretty sure we do. We could just, so they want a green, yellow, blue, purple. The purple and blue is very similar in color. So we could finish that. And what we can do is, as I mentioned, we can take the scarf or we can learn it. So to learn it, I just flip it over and it's now worth 4 points and I can do 4 different. And then that yarn would get put back in. So finishing a project and learning it is similar. And then you can frog it. And what that means is, say you had a lot of blue and you didn't want blue. Oh, sorry, I'm wrong. Frog it would mean, say I made this scarf and I wanted I'll use the mitts as an example. Say I had mitts and I wanted that yarn back. Frogging it is returning this and getting 2 purple and a green in return for the pattern. So we're taking our yarn back from whatever we made. That's what frogging it is. And that would be the end of the turn. Now, the other thing you want to do is there's projects down here. So once you get here like 2 bears and a blanket, you exchange those to get the card. And now it is worth 25 points or 37, 30 points. And so there are a limited number of projects depending on the players. And once you get so many here, then the game is going to end. So you can change unofficially. If you want the game to be shorter or longer, just change the number of projects in your project and then play accordingly. To craft is when we are changing in our yarns. So here is shopping and crafting, and this is the one where you're just exchanging a color for a color. And that's basically the components to the game. And so your goal really is you're trying to see what items are here that you need to make. Then you need to make the items and sell them back for these projects here before your opponents take away the cards that you really wanted. Because then maybe the next card, maybe you're going for this one. The next one comes up and it's similar, but less items and worth less points. So you never know what's going to come up in these projects. So that's the gist of the game is you're shopping, collecting yarn. You need to make your patterns that you can then sell to these people who want these specific projects. So I just want to point out a few of these cards. So this one is called Tangled Cat, and you choose a player and that player can't craft on their next turn. And there's this cute little cat token and you put it in the yarn, and basically the cat is playing with the yarn, so therefore they're not able to use the yarn to craft projects. So I thought that was just a cute little touch to the game. Now there's also special things that each person wants to make. So this one, the hacky sack, connects there. So these get put into the pile, and if it gets drawn, whoever draws it can choose to whether or not to keep it or give it to somebody else. If you are able to draw it, keep it, and craft it, this one wants 3 different colors, then you would gain this point, but you yourself would gain a bonus of 5 points. So it depends if somebody else drafts it, if they're willing to give it to you, or if they're going to hold on to it. Now, they are a few of these will be mixed in. Some will be the ones that you really want, and some are just random ones. But I just want to show you some of the random ones just because it's really cute. They went off some pop culture, such as the friendly neighbor here with his sweater. The spacesuit, looking at you, David Bowie. The tattered sweater from Freddy Krueger. Tom's scarf for all you Doctor Who fans. And for all the Harry Potter fans, you can make a house scarf in for all the different houses. So I just like the inclusion of some of the pop culture references. There's more in the deck. It just makes that extra little level of cuteness and fun. So overall, we enjoyed this game. This is just a lightweight, cozy game. I used to do a bit of crocheting, which is sort of fun. They put in a pattern so you can crochet a little octopus. It's a little advanced for me, but if you're a crocheter, I don't really think it's that advanced. So I think that's fun. It brings in actual crocheting into the game. And they're actually coming out with 2 expansions, and I know in each expansion there's going to be another crochet pattern. I can't remember exactly what gameplay is in the expansions, but I remember you'll be able to get more patterns. And so I just think it's a fun, cozy game. Having the option of, am I going to complete 4 projects and then hopefully I could cash it in for this card before somebody else does. That's basically where the strategy comes. Now, there isn't a solo mode to the game, but you could probably just play the game solo and just have fun collecting yarn, knitting things, and cashing them in without that stress of your opponent getting it before you. You could just play the game by yourself. I really like all the components. I think this game originally was on Kickstarter, and so it has sort of the components that you would get from a Kickstarter game. I haven't actually seen it in retail yet, so I'm not sure how it works. We bought it directly from the manufacturer when we were at PAX Unplugged. But if you enjoy knitting and crocheting as well as board gaming, then maybe this is a game you would really enjoy. And even if you know somebody who isn't into board gaming, but into knitting and crocheting, this would easily be a game that you could play with them because it's very simple to learn and pick up. There's not a lot of stress, not a lot of learning needed to play this game. It's pretty straightforward. So let me know if you've had a chance to play Arch Ravels and what you think of the game.